We're going live. Hold the fort down. Everybody, stand by. You're on quiet mode. Let's go ahead and start.
You know about me and what I am, so let's get right to the point. Remember, I know what happens next.
What does it mean? I can't see the crimson eye. Luke 16. No matter how hard I try. What does it mean? I can't see the crimson eye. Luke 16. No matter how hard I try. What does it mean? I can't see the crimson eye. Luke 16. No matter how hard I try. What does it mean? I can't see the crimson eye.
Our demise is upon us forever. Prophecies have foretold the destruction of our universe. I encourage all travelers, interlopers, nomads to repent our sins and embrace each other in this trying time. Our universe is about to be reset. Our homes destroyed. All creatures on every planet will be twisted and transformed into new forms and beings. Fear the Atlas, Luke 16, and all the forces that want to tear apart our fabric of what we think is our reality. The end is coming. The end is coming. Find a safe place and brace for impact. I hope we're all the same after the Great Reset.
Good evening, travelers, interlopers, traders, and farmers, explorers, bounty hunters, pirates, and you strange glowing entities out there. Viking, Korvax, no Gek allowed. You have to wait outside. May the Atlas allow my voice to fall upon every strange ear and allow this space transmission and my voice to reach every galaxy and dimension. Tonight, we are broadcasting from the Euclid Galaxy somewhere deep in space. This is the late night show on Cobra TV. Call in tonight and let's make contact. Goofiness is over. Let's get started, shall we? Somebody says Gek Lives Matter. Boy, we had one strange live stream earlier today, didn't we? I took it down. I totally took that down. Maybe I'll remix it and upload it. Guys, SpeakPipe. SpeakPipe allows you guys to send in voice recorded messages, and so that way a lot of people don't want to come on the show, maybe because they don't have enough confidence to come on the show, or for whatever reason. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna leave you the link to SpeakPipe. There it is right there in the chat. If you're watching this on VOD later on, you can still click on that link in the live chat. So I usually edit these, so maybe, okay, if you don't want to call in because, oh, I can't sound as good as the Russian guy that always calls in, I'm adding the music, and I'm doing things to his voice. Not to his voice, but I'm just doing things to the recording, making it sound a little weirder. Okay, so it's not being sent to me like that. So if you guys would like to call into the show, I mean not call into the show, but send something through SpeakPipe, whether it's saying something totally weird or just say something you like about the game, something you like about the show here on Cobra TV, whatever you want to say. That's what SpeakPipe is for. So let's go ahead and take a listen to one of the speak pipes that we have, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Tonight we're going to be talking about the No Man's Sky Con next month. Can you guys believe that? Next month. Next. Pun intended. Yes. Next month. We're going to be doing the No Man's Sky Con. It is just like, it will just be exactly like, well, times 10,000 million billion. Like the birthday stream we did last year, the anniversary stream where we had cake and everything like that. It's going to be like that, but more conish. If that's even how you say that. But let's go ahead and listen to our friendly Russian caller.
Yes, hello Cobra Televisions and all the Cobras. I have a theory about all the haters of the No Man's Sky. I have a theory. I think what is happening is some sort of weird time displacement situation where we are doing a cross-dimensional interfacing with a parallel reality where No Man's Sky had come out to the disappointment of the haters, and what happened was, in that dimension, Hello Games, they abandoned the game, they did not put out any updates, and the game never changed. And so these haters are these cross-dimensional anomalies that are filling up our reality with their nonsensical comments. Because to us, the people in this reality, after 3 updates, we know the truth. We know that there are lots of new features that have been added, and we know that there is lots to come. And we know that not everything was going to be possible from day one. But these haters, they don't perceive this reality. And this is evidenced by the fact that when you give them the information that they need to see the errors of their ways, they shut down. They almost disappear. I believe the factual information that we provide to them assists them to snap back to their own reality interfaces. And there they are able to rejoin a normal state of reality of hatred, which is nice for us, because then they can get out of our faces. So anyways, I hope this makes sense. If not, it's okay. I get this a lot. Anyways, have a wonderful evening. I can't wait for joining you all on the No Man's Sky convention on June 16th. Oh, so exciting. Can't wait. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes. Praise the Atlas. Okay, great job there from the Russian caller who calls in mysteriously. Don't know who he is. He's never called himself out in the chat. I recently did something. I'm starting to give out the speak pipe to the haters that come by and call me names and stuff like that. So maybe we'll have a segment of the people who want to call in and say some crazy things to me. I think that would be really cool. You know, I'll figure out like a funny little filter to put over top of their cursing, even though here lately, this past week, I've let some things slip. And I just want to apologize on behalf of the Cobra TV network here. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, maybe I'll figure out a little funny thing. Something that they say that sounds completely stupid and put it over top of their cursing. I don't know, man. I don't think that any of them are brave enough to call in and say what they want to say in the comment section on SpeakPipe. I really don't think you guys, not you guys, but I really don't think any of them are brave enough. Make us. Emily, leave my stream alone. Leave my stream alone, Emily. We're fine here, just all alone. All right. All right. So we're going to get this started. We're going to take some callers. We're going to be talking about the No Man's Sky Con tonight and how it's going to go down and what prizes. Hello, Allison Smith. Hi. How you doing? We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about the prizes that we're going to be giving away, how we're going to be giving those away. We're going to be talking a lot about, just some of those contests and things and planning the event. Maybe you guys have something that we need some in-game events. We need a couple, not a whole lot, but we do need a couple that are, they're entertaining and they're fun and they don't last entirely too long, but we need a couple of in-game events. We do have an official, I was going to meet up with Snow on the meeting room, Snow Obsidian, but my PS4 is being hijacked at the moment, so can't do that. Let's take a look at the chat. I want to welcome some people to the chat. We got family-friendly YouTube. So he says he's saying that he left a speak pipe. Also, the Galactic Hub, the Federation, actually, 710-1334, said he's going to be actually making an event place to hold the event also in normal mode as well. All right, so I get so distracted. I'm sitting here looking at some of the things that are being tweeted at me and messaged. I don't see, unless it was emailed to me. Let me check my email. That's not email. Wrong button. And no email. I want to give a big shout out to Stripes by NW for being a new Patreon supporter on Patreon. And who else is new? Rasmus Keldorf. I want a big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the support. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm getting so sidetracked. I'm looking at my emails and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Uh-oh, forgot to do. Okay, here is no. That is a tweet, but from Drifting Pirate, but that's not the speak pipe. You have to send it. I can't. That's not my website. So when you record your voice, you have to use the share options below and either tweet it to me or get it to me on Facebook or send it to me in email. Yeah. All right. We're also going to be taking a lot of callers tonight, guys. I want to get into talking about what you guys are talking about, wanting to come on the show, what you want to bring to the show tonight. It's fine. We're not going to be talking about the update for the entire night. We're going to be streaming for quite a while, like we always do on Tuesday nights. It is Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I also want to give a little mention that I want to start. It won't be tonight. It won't be tonight, but I want to start doing a little bit of paranormal stuff. I tell you what, Tyler from Security 10, he's got me itching to do something like that. But not his way. My way. My way. I would like to delve into I would like to have a little segment where we actually talk about the strangest conspiracies out there. The ones that nobody's heard about. Go through them and see and laugh at some of them. Some of the strange ones. I mean strange ones like there's some pretty weird ones out there, guys. Titans Tracks, what's going on, bud? Hey, you messaged me about using some of your music, and I replied to, but I didn't see your reply back. If you can, tweet at me the song or songs that you're talking about over on Twitter. Okay, so, all right, so the No Man's Sky Con is next month. It's next month, and I'm getting super nervous. We've got a big, gigantic green screen getting shipping to us, all right? And It's gonna this. Maybe I should play an example of what happened last year. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's play a quick example of what happened last year at the birthday stream, and I think there's a lot of new people, people that might not have been here when we did that, and it's probably one of my favorite memories on YouTube. Period. So okay, so let me go over to Twitter. I think it'd be quicker and easier to find it. Let's see. Master Roshu says he's stuck at work. Oh man, I love Roshu. I love Roshu a lot. Guy's a cool dude. All right, let's go to the front page of my Twitter and let's see. All right, well, here is the tweet. That's not the tweet. No. Let's go ahead and get this on the screen while we're talking about it, too. Let's see. Add picture. I guess these are things I should have done before I came online. Because me messing with stuff right now, I could actually cause everything to crash because I'm just stupid like that. All right, so there is the poster that Gold and Silver made for us. All right, so big shout out to Gold and Silver. Thank you so much. There is the No Man's Sky Con poster, which is being called the 2018 Convergence. All right, hold on. I got to get my thoughts together here, guys. Sorry. Let's go to Twitter real fast. All right, I found it. Oh, man, all these buttons to push. Why? Why? All right, let's do a window capture. Add news source, and then that's a lock screen. There we go. Now let's adjust this here real quick. All right, so we're going to give an example of what happened last year, and then we're going to be right back and skip. How you doing, guys? Thank you for coming back to Cobra TV, and I just wanted to give a big thank you to everyone who showed up at the early birthday stream last night, and I just wanted to share a couple of the moments from that stream since it was 6 hours long. It was quite a challenge to stream for that long. I've never done that before, but so many special moments happened during that time, and from the birthday cake to Jamie Miller's son talking about No Man's Sky and her Sorg's speech and so many others. So I want to go ahead and kind of, show some of those moments since the video is really, really long. The original stream, 6 hours long. Everybody who wasn't able to come on the show, it was packed. It was a full house. I apologize. Make sure you get a hold of me, and if you wanted to come on the show, and I will make sure that you do get on the show for the next stream, which we should be streaming on the 12th. It's definitely not going to be a 6-hour stream, but thank you so much for everybody that made this exciting, and coming on the show. Martin Requiem, Bicycle Walrus, Legacy Zero, Elka, so many people. Thank you so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Until next time. I got my daughter's pink plate because I'm not going to eat a big piece. And I've got a knife. And I just want to say happy birthday to everything. Thank you so much. I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to do it. I'm actually going to blow that candle out before it's too late. I told you. I'm not going to sing. Y'all already heard enough music. Are we singing happy birthday, or are we going to...
Yes, happy birthday must be
We
sung.
should end it with a happy
Gotta do
birthday.
it.
We should end
Yes,
it with a happy birthday.
Are you sure?
Yes.
My vote
Shall we
in, man.
shall we
Yes.
sing
I'll be
it
the
Marilyn
bass.
Monroe-esque?
You had to get, I heard somebody had a guitar.
No, absolutely not.
Wow, come on. I got somebody to sing me happy birthday on live on stream.
I need to
Marilyn
designate someone to count off.
Wait, are we gonna say happy birthday to
Oh,
No
that
Man's
would be
Sky or the Hello
that
Game?
would be Phil. That would be Phil, right?
Are we gonna sing it or are we gonna say happy birthday? Then I'll do the countdown for that. What's the plan?
Hi, who's this?
My name's Theron Alexander Miller. I'm Jamie and Daniel's son.
Sorry, I went to grab my phone and he hijacked this.
Okay.
Aw, it's good, man. Hey, do you play No Man's Sky?
I watched my dad play it, though.
Uh-oh, Dad doesn't let you play it?
I played some of it. I like jumping in the water of No Man's Sky, like on a different planets. Whoa.
Do you like jumping off of a mountain, like really high into the water?
I like jumping off like a hill that has grass, a mountain that has grass on it, which is also known as a hill, into the water.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Jamie, you've got a lot to be proud of right there, buddy. We'll be back.
Hey, the kid wants to say bye real quick.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I like you.
I like you too, dude. I really like you too, man.
I like you. I don't like you, but I like you. That means love.
So
Well, awesome. You know what?
like you.
You need a YouTube channel, man. Tell your dad to make videos with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Hey, Dad, you want to make videos about discography?
Sure.
Guess what? He said yes. You know
Did he?
what? What's your
What?
name? What's your name?
What's my name?
Cobra. Hi, Cobra.
Hi, buddy. How you
Cobra
doing?
Smith. I know you're Cobra Smith. I know you're the bottom left one.
All right, come by.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Okay, first, I want to say that I want to speak some things here. A lot of things, actually. And for the company that's making the ARG, I just want to clap my hands standing here because that was one of the greatest ARGs I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of ARGs in my life. And it was very intricate ARG. Awesome work they did. And I just want to thank you for this experience that they make with Hello Games. Well, and about Hello Games, I want to speak something quite more deep because that got me like in my personal thing. Well, when I was like 6-7 years old, my father made me fall in love for science and astronomy, and I wanted to be a scientist when I'm grown. And astronauts in space, in the universe, and quantum physics, all that was in my mind, and I just I didn't know how could I communicate with people, you know, knowing that stuff. And then last year in my birthday, my anniversary, I got No Man's Sky and a PS4. And oh my god, that changed my life. And like, I love so freaking much this game that I didn't stop playing since 9th August 2016. And it's so funny that you made this today, the thanks, because like yesterday I make a letter for Hello Games saying thank you, and I really wanted to read here. Can I do it?
Oh, you can. Most definitely. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Well, stars like this. Thank you for making the game of my life, and thank you for being awesome artists. Thank you for being the inspiration to my future career. Every time someone asks me what I want to be when I'm grown, I say I want to make games that make people cry, like Sean Murray and Hideo Kojima. Thank you for being the masters of the universe. Thank you for making an amazing ARG with such good journey in which I followed so closely. Thank you for being so humble. And thank you, god damn it, thank you. And freaking thank you for all people in Hello Games and for everything. Love you so much. Your art is amazing.
You're an amazing host. You've got a great show. The way you cover it is just awesome. And you're the perfect fit for what you do. And I've enjoyed the entire ride, girl on the bed and all.
And with much humility, I might add, also.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Your story way back when about how it was a heartfelt story. You made a video of how you used to be a troll and that you found that through community, the No Man's Sky community specifically, it changed you. And
That's a face reveal
I think
video.
that attitude caught on amongst the community. And that, honestly, in my opinion, is where the camaraderie comes from. We treat each other with respect that, honestly, no other gaming community out there, I don't care what game it is, they don't have the camaraderie that this band does. And it's all really thanks to you, Cobra. And I really, truly thank you.
I can't say it's all thanks to me because the community, when I first started covering No Man's Sky, the kindness that was pouring into my channel, it was just odd to me. I thought I was being trolled. So I think that the game, the idea, the concept, the dream, I think it attracts a certain mindset. And I think, I don't think I feel like I could give myself credit for giving everybody in a community a voice who wants to have one. But as far as the kindness, that's what helped me. That's what changed me. It wasn't me changing the community to be kind. And I thank everybody for that. I really do.
We thank you. We thank you.
I'm telling you, I'm fixing to blow a gasket.
Yikes.
That's gotta happen.
Stay out of her way.
That's my producer for you.
We're all gonna blow a casket. That's the answer. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, that was my producer for you.
Somebody's in trouble.
I had a...
Okay, so the winner of the Package 916 ship is none other than Derek Sword with a same amount of votes for his picture here. And congratulations, Derek Sword. Message me on Facebook and trust me, it's safe to give me your address. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to send you this ship. That's what I'm going to do. And message me your address. I hope you don't live in China or in North Korea or in some weird place that I've never heard of. Yeah, let's get that taken care of, Derek. Let's get this sent out to you immediately. This is a historical ship, Package 916. We're going to say happy birthday, No Man's Sky.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's say. Let me count down.
Okay.
Wait, for what?
Wait, are we singing or we
So Alex, he was the old, supposed to be a PR guy for Hello Games, but he didn't really do much. He was working on getting me set up with an interview with Sean Murray. He ended up quitting before he could do that. But what he did was he sent me B-roll footage to use in my videos. So I'm sitting here with this B-roll footage and it has full sound. It has everything. All the sounds of the ships, the animals, the wind, you know, the way it sounds when you're walking through the grass, the ship sounds, everything. And I'm like, well, forget this. I'm going to let the world hear this. No one's heard this game like this before. So I uploaded it saying, guys, they gave me this and I want you to hear it. And I just let it play. I woke up the next morning with like 50, 60,000 views on the video, and people were tweeting me, Cobra, Kotaku wrote an interview about, or wrote an article about you. Polygon wrote an article about you. Paper Rock Shogun, you know, and I'm like, wait, what's happening? So I clicked on the Kotaku one, and it said, normally in the games media, when someone's given B-roll footage, you're not supposed to upload it to let people hear. But thankfully, to one YouTuber, Cobra TV, he did. So I checked my email, and sure enough, there's Alex saying, Cobra, why did you do that? What, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, but I knew they would love it. I just wanted them to hear it. I'm sorry. I didn't know. You didn't tell me not to. And then he said, well, you were right about one thing. I was like, what? He goes, they loved it.
It worked.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my most fondest memory.
I remember getting the same B-roll footage shortly after you did, and he was very clear with me at that point on what he was like. Please do not play the whole thing as it is. Please stitch it up. Don't run it successively. And I was like, gotcha.
Oh my god, I love this community so much.
Oh, somebody on the guitar, give me an A.
Okay.
A.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
That was awkward. Half the people are singing, half the people are singing. What the hell unleashed?
So bad.
Y'all woke me up, man. I had fallen asleep. That was awful.
You all used too many nip.
I say Cobra leads the countdown. He's the guy.
Well,
Come on, Cobra.
Are we singing? Are we saying?
Or we're just gonna say it.
Everyone said
I want to just say it or sing it.
I think we should sing it.
Cobra's ready to break
Cobra,
out
count us down,
opera
man.
performance.
Yeah, we're gonna sing it. Everybody's gonna sing it. All right. When Cobra counts down.
All right.
Okay, so
Cobra,
on
lead us.
after I say 3, we start singing. Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. I'm not gonna sing. Happy birthday to you. Oh my gosh.
Happy
birthday, dear No Man's Sky.
Okay,
Sean.
Jesus.
Happy birthday to you.
This was brought to you
Oh
by
my gosh. Come on, Glenn.
Anymore.
Good job, guys. That was hard. Good job.
The internet is dying.
And we killed the internet.
Real quick, thank you, Cobra.
All right, so there we go. That was just a couple of the good, like the awesome moments, but it was a 6.5-hour stream. Let me get this music off of here. That was a 6.5-hour stream of events. We interviewed community leaders from Reddit, from the No Man's Sky Facebook groups. We interviewed a lot of the YouTube personalities within the No Man's Sky community. We took a long color segment. We gave away package 9 of 16, the ship, and I also threw in the socks and everything like that for Derek's sword. And it was just a great time. But this time is going to be even bigger. This time it's going to be more like a con, more like a festival, as much as we possibly can. Okay, so we're going to be giving away some prizes, Atlas passes, and there's also a press kit. An official No Man's Sky press kit that I don't know how LpoLi's got a hold of it, but he got a hold of it, and it's official. So he's going to be giving that prize away. So he's contributing a prize to the show. There's also been a couple of people. I've been disorganized up until this point with trying to keep everybody together. So that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing this up, is to kind of figure out, maybe we get together on Discord. I tried to create a separate room called 2018 Convergence. I don't know how to use Discord. So there's something there on the Discord that says 2018 Convergence, but I can't click on it. I don't know what I did wrong. Wrong button. All right. So I'm going to need a little bit of help with Discord. If I saw Natalie in the chat. So if Natalie is still in the chat, if you can make a room called 2018 Convergence, maybe 2 of them. One of them for general discussion, and another one for people that are going to be directly involved. And then maybe 3 of them, maybe 3. The other one's going to be for people that are submitting their things into contests, because we're going to be doing fan art contest, fan trailer contest, and we're going to be doing so fan art, fan trailer, cosplay. That's right, cosplay. You could dress up as a Gek, Korvax, Viking, or you could dress up as Flora. You can. I know somebody's going as Lasher Plant. They're going to dress up as a Lasher Plant. You can send pictures or video, and then we're also, or you could be Fauna. Dress up as your favorite Fauna in No Man's Sky or something like that. Go to the thrift store, get some things. I'm going to be going as Sean Murray. So anybody else could go Sean Murray as well. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of Sean Murrays sending in pictures, but I'm not going to be part of the contest. So I'm going to stay out of the contest, even though I'm dressing up as Sean Murray. But we're going to have a green screen. We're going to have all these events. I also want to get some community leaders who are going to, just like we did last time, interview some community leaders from Reddit, such as maybe 710-1334 from the Galactic Hub, and Martin Requiem from the thank you so much, Natalie. Natalie is my savior. She's such an amazing person. She set up our Discord, and she is which I'm not a part of. I'm going to change that starting today. I'm going to be in there. I get so busy. I work like 60 hours a week, and that's on a minimum. And then, with the whole YouTube thing, I'm not in Discord like I should be, but I guess I should be. So I'm going to start popping in there even more. I just downloaded the app on my phone so that way I could take her with me. I could be in there. I could chat. But she's done so much for the channel, creating the Discord and things like that, and she's asked for nothing in return. So big shout out to Natalie. I just want to thank you so much. It means a lot to me what you've done. Okay, so yeah, I need to get organized, and so we need. Oh gosh. Okay, so we're also going to have a panel of YouTubers as well. I also want to maybe, I don't know if we can actually give away prizes, but at least win some kind of recognition for YouTube personalities, like some kind of acknowledgement for people like Mac for a Day, people like Kyle Cover, or Just Jared, and Game Mode. Who, I tell you what, big shout out to Game Mode. I was having a really bad day, and I happened to click on one of his videos, and I was at work. He's like the happy painter of No Man's Sky. I swear. Listening to his video within 5 minutes, I was calm. I was soothed. I had no more anxiety. I had no more stress. So big shout out to Game Mode. Just an amazing person, so like some recognition, some street cred. I don't know if we could actually do anything. Maybe somebody could make some kind of like little laminated award card or something like that. We could give some of these YouTubers. Maybe I can create something. I don't know. So we're a month away. The I don't knows are too much. So we got to start planning for this. And I'm going to have people come on the show. You do not have to talk about the No Man's Sky Con if you come on the show. You can bring up something completely different if you want to come on the show and talk about next, or talk about where, or talk about pretty much anything you want to talk about. So we're going to get Snow on here first. Snow was the first person to message. If you want to come on the show, please send me the number 1. A lot of people are chatting on Skype, and I don't know which ones want to come on the show, and I don't want to drag you on the show, and all of a sudden you're like, why am I here? That'd be a little embarrassing on my behalf, and probably on that person as well. So, live events. And I also need help with like transitions. Like maybe we get a transition of somebody who can create like something that says, just like it's like 10 seconds or 15 seconds. It says it's a fan art event, or the fan art judging or something like that. Also, we're going to have to figure out how to judge these things the right way so that people can't, cheat like we have before. We were giving away the ship and somebody was cheating back then. So I don't know a good way to host such a contest for such a thing. All right, so we're gonna get some callers on the show here. I don't think I'm doing the show very well tonight. Let's go ahead and get Snow on. Oh my gosh, Mac is doing a vanilla series. Oh man, big shout out to Mac. That is so cool. Snow, what is going on, dude?
Going good, sir. Snow Obsidian, reporting for duty.
Awesome, very awesome. I wanted to meet up in game tonight, but I can't because the PS4 got hijacked. So maybe, yeah, the kids.
What happened? Or do you know anything?
No. I mean, it's being used.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, here. Let me give you a photo of what I've got here.
All right. We're going to start stacking people on the call. I'm sorry, what? Oh, he's already there.
I'm in game and I've installed the curtains. I couldn't do carpets because that didn't work out very well. Yes, I installed the curtains.
That's right, guys.
Curtains.
That's right, guys. As we're speculating about next and how big it's going to be, keep two things in mind. The first thing is that we speculated really hard about Atlas Rises and we didn't speculate enough. Number two thing to think about next, well, in conjunction with that first one, is that next is going to be bigger than Atlas Rises. The number two thing to keep in mind about next is carpets and curtains. Think about it. That's what we're getting as an update, is a cartons and curtains update for our bases. So let's keep well grounded. And there's somebody I want to get on the show. He hasn't been on for a long time. So let's go ahead and pull him on the show. The Drunken Taco is getting ready to come on. Tim, what's going on, buddy?
Hello.
Long time no chat.
Not much. I've had the busiest few weeks at work. It is ridiculous.
Really?
Like, I actually would like to apologize to my subscribers, and I'd say majority of you are here. Yes, I will be doing more Drunk Cast. It has just been insanely busy. We had an inventory at another store, and it's ridiculous.
Oh wow, I hate inventories. Hate them. Yeah. I hate them. Where I'm at, we do them every.
Go ahead.
Where I'm at, we do them every 3 months.
Well, the problem with this one is it wasn't my store, and it was like 3 hours away. So I didn't get home until like 4:30 in the morning on the inventory day. And didn't work the very next day. Woohoo!
Yikes. Yeah, tonight it's pretty much an open floor discussion, whatever you want to talk about. We're also going to be talking about the No Man's Sky Con. Planning, how we're going to carry that out. I want it to be better than last year. I want it to be bigger than last year. Bigger meaning, see, I use the word bigger and people automatically slap me in the face because they don't understand what I mean by bigger. What I mean is go bolder than what we did. I mean, most of the show was it was fun, but it didn't seem eventful enough. And I want this to seem a lot more eventful, like a more emphasis on some of the events and things like that. So I'm nervous. I don't know. I want to make this really good and really fun. And so I'm pretty nervous. I just, you know what? I can't get a lot of people excited about it. I think that's what's got me most nervous of all.
It's rough right now. I mean, this seems to be one of the harder times for some reason throughout everything that's going on, and I don't really understand why. I mean, we've got Next on its way. We've got the relaunch. We have the con. We have the wear. But yet at the same time, I don't know, maybe it's just because Waking Titan hasn't done enough compared to last time. It's like it's almost giving people's hopes up. Like they wait and be like, hey, Waking Titan is alive. They do one thing and then it's over again for weeks at a time.
Can I give a little bit of carpet and curtain speculation?
Oh, baby.
Okay, so my thoughts are jumbled on this. I mean, they make sense when I'm laying down, but speaking them is going to be a little bit difficult. So let me see if I can start from the beginning. Okay, so this involves Sam Swain a little bit. Okay, so imagine for a second that there's issues in No Man's Sky that seem like they've been issues for Hello Games, and that is multiplayer. Okay, so they've added it in with the orbs and being able to communicate via voice chat, in-game voice chat. And so, but what's difficult is we're not in the same time. It could be daylight for you, nightfall for me. Animals aren't in the same instance as well, but the landmarks and everything else is there. So we're in the same place, just not the same time. Excuse me. So they said that was the first step in cooperative synchronized gameplay or whatever. And so next, I believe, is going to further that along with a bunch of other things. I do not for 1 minute do I think they're just going to add multiplayer alone. I think they're going to add a lot of stuff. I think there's going to be a lot of variation improvements, carpet and curtains. Okay, so imagine
booting as we speak. Oh, there he is.
Okay, I think it's fixed. I don't know what happened there. All right, I don't know what happened. We are back. Back. I took a trip to the Echoes, but I came back. Here we are.
Corvex convergence.
So imagine Ware's asking us to make games, but we're not even developers. Okay, so there's got to be a theme to that. There has to be a theme to that. So what if the theme is that this makes so much sense in my head. So let me see if I can make it sound right when I'm talking. What if Ware is hold on. I wrote this down. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see.
I never got a response on the other email of Ware, and I'm curious if anybody else has. Not the developer one, but the information contacting about their product.
Okay, so here's what I wrote down. I said, so Ware wanted us to make a game that would or could be used with Ware. Okay, one of the requirements for the game was that it had to be procedural content. Now, the Ware device actually connects us into a dream while we use our dreams to get into this multiplayer environment where we can play games. Ware heavily talks about multiplayer on the site, and the user can create worlds and share with other people with the Ware device. Sam Swain has an engine that can give us creative freedom, potentially. So take appearance and Ware, add multiplayer being added, and consider that Ware is appearance or parts of it, and then think how difficult it's been for Hello Games to add real instancing multiplayer, and then consider Ware is a tech that we find in the game that leads to a multiplayer verse that is easier to manage for Hello Games instead of having it over the entire game. And the use of appearance comes in for us to create worlds and games and almost like a super Minecraft, so to speak. No build limits. No build limits, real multiplayer. And we use Ware via the maybe we use Ware via the simulation room where Nada is in the anomaly. And then I said, gasp, Dr. Nadu from Ware. Dr. Nadao or Nadu was mentioned. And then there's a symbol all over the walls that match Ware, that match the Ware headset. And we could access maybe Ware through those rooms like that have, that have a simulation room for building and creating things and multiplayer. So what if Ware is actually a headset that is inside the game that allows for a better multiplayer experience that's more controlled for Hello Games, almost like creating lobbies, and it's not just a multiplayer on the entire game itself. And
That's not a bad idea.
I think the way they're gonna do it is they're gonna make kind of like a host. Okay, how to explain this? The planetary system is the room. The first person who enters the room is a host, and any other players who come in are members, I guess you could say, or other hosts. And if the first person, the host, comes in, another person will come in next, and it will synchronize with the host's system, I guess you could say. Not system, but I think you get what I mean.
Well,
and if the host leaves, another player could be the new host.
Well, see, that kind of reminds me of the game Little Big, specifically Part 2. Like, just imagine you get a creative mode, separate than what we've got, that literally puts you on a giant white ball floating in just dark, deep black space. And you could edit the sky, what the sky looked like. And it would give you, like a tool, like it would say caves, and give you like a level to go up and down on how big you want the caves and different things, mountains, yada yada. And you only see just from the specific point of view you're at, which naturally it would procedurally generate the whole planet. Then you would have buildings and other like base building materials, pre-made buildings, base building materials. Pretty well build your own little base and mission, upload it. Like you go inside the base, you put a Corvax in there, you create the text yourself, and lead to where the next, like when you talk to them, it triggers a point to pop up somewhere.
We've got Grammy.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome.
How are you Grammy? I love you too.
Take another shot, Marco.
I'm not really well, so I won't be able to stay the whole time.
Oh, that's okay. I just feel honored to have you on the show.
I can do awards for you, certificate awards, if you'd like. I can do some batches of those. Yeah, you give me a list of what you want on them, and I'll make you up some. We'll make a couple of different ones. With maybe really nice pictures.
Oh, God.
I'll pick up some pictures. We'll go through No Man's Sky pictures. If people want to donate some pictures that they really like, maybe we can do it like that's the background of it. I don't know what your printer capability is. I'm sorry, I interrupted what you were saying.
Hey, I have a fourth prize runner-up gift. I'll send an empty vodka bottle from a drunk cast. Sign it.
You know, if you clean them out, you can make a vinegar mix in them instead. You could clean it out and do like oil and vinegar and like put like garlic at the bottom of it, stop it back up and let it sit, and then you can use that as a salad dressing.
Okay.
Are we still buffering on YouTube?
I don't have you on live on.
Let me see.
I think you're talking.
I can check too.
No, it's playing on my screen. It's playing on my screen. We're just slightly delayed.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just about 30 seconds delayed. It's usual. It's okay.
All right. All right.
All the time. Also, going back onto the
down.
Oh wait, we are down.
Are we?
According to my tablet, it's still loading. Although,
Mine's
again,
still playing on.
I'm
on PlayStation
watching.
Mine's live.
If you're on the computer or whatnot, my tablet's not exactly the greatest. So.
Okay.
Hang on.
All right.
So yeah, you guys might be fine.
Okay, everybody's saying in the chat that it's up.
Live stream is offline.
Okay. Wait, it's offline?
According to me.
Everybody's saying it's still live.
Working for me thus far.
I got 2 warnings on OBS, and it's saying that I'm dropping frames. So I don't know what the heck's going on. Everybody's saying it's good. Okay, so we'll just keep on going.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we are being invaded by the Corvax. The Atlas Foundation has caught ware of our plans, and they want to crash our party with the update. They're going to be like, oh, yeah? You think you're going to have a No Man's Sky con? Here's next. See if you have it.
Well, I guess it's just my tablet being wonky, so no need for concern. Anyway, as I was trying to say, adding on to Grammy's idea for the award certificates, we could even put some Cobra TV quotes, like the "I've seen things."
It's great if you make a list of them. I don't remember them all, but if you made a list of them, we can make that like the title above it, and then you could make that "I've seen things," and then that could be like maybe for a photography or an art, something special like that. So you could do something like that, like a title.
Well, that's a good name for the contest for fan art. Oh no, for maybe screenshots.
Right.
Photo
so you
mode.
just think, write down all the different quotes that you like by him, and then we could place them as that's the contest, and then that's what it could say at the top of the certificate.
I think we're getting on something here. The carpets and curtains one could be for a build contest.
There you go. See?
Cosplay contest. There's no real way to fake that. I mean...
Oh, man, I think we're still dropping frames or something. That stinks. I wonder what's different tonight.
The internet just has days that are different. That's all.
Yeah, maybe got to reset the router. First place gets a $10,000, says J Spot.
Good luck with that.
All right, so we're gonna get some colors on. Curtis was here with us, I think the last time we had the birthday stream. So, be interesting to hear what Curtis has to say. Curtis, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Cobra. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. What brings you on the show tonight, man? It's cool that you came back on.
Well, I mean, I was listening to the discussion over the con for No Man's Sky, which I think is pretty cool. I was actually there on your show. I believe it was last year when you guys held the birthday party for No Man's Sky. I had a lot of fun. That was awesome.
Yeah, I remember, man. We were all accusing you of being Bicycle Walrus. Remember that?
Yeah. Yes, that was funny. That was funny. Yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
The entire time I was talking to you, I still wasn't sure if it was, if you were telling me the truth or not, because you sound just like the guy.
That's crazy. And I watch Bicycle Wars. I actually like his show. I go on Mixer every now and then and watch him play. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, sure is. Tonight we're talking about the No Man's Sky Con, what we could possibly do, how we can make it better than the birthday stream, events, planning, anything that anybody can bring to the table. I'm going to listen to this subcast tomorrow, and because I'm not going to remember everything that's talked about tonight, and just take notes and see what we can do. But we've just Natalie.
Cobra?
Yeah.
Sorry. No. So go ahead and finish what you were saying, but just remember, I have something to say about how to advertise for the con, because you were saying you felt like there was a lack of interest.
Okay.
So I had an idea for that.
Okay. Natalie has set up the rooms required for the con on our Discord. So I haven't gone over and taken a look and see what they look like, but she said that she created them. So I'm excited to go see what those look like. Okay, go ahead, Grammy.
Okay, so remember how you had us do trailers? You could also have people do like a trailer that would be an advertisement for the con. And they could do trailers, they could do pictures, they could do like a poster, and we could put it on Twitter, we could put it on Facebook, we could put them in all the places. We could send them out to all the different communities. I'm connected to about 4 different communities, I think. So we could send them out and just have them post them, like pin them up in the Discord.
Okay.
And you're not going to really get people's commitment. They'll show up, but you won't, unless you have like a ticket style thing where they were turning it in. You'd have no way of knowing if people were coming or not coming.
The only way I know to do that is through Facebook. Like you could set up an event and people can click on it and say that they're going to come. So we could do it over there.
You could do it there so that you could get kind of a count on it. But unless people say, oh, yeah, for sure, I'm going to be there and I want to be your MC for this room, or I want to be, this, you don't really know how many people are coming. The average for an event is half of what you anticipate. So if you have enough room if you were in a live building, you had enough room for 100 people, 50 would show up. But you have to plan for the 100, because at any given time, people will always surprise you.
Right.
So that's just the way, when you do event planning, that's how they do it. So you always plan to the amount that you can successfully do, and manage. And if you get more, that's awesome. But if you get less, that's okay too.
Party!
What's that?
Okay.
What?
I think that was Soundtex, the new one.
No, that was not me. That was definitely not me.
Guys, we got Sean Murray on the call. Sean Murray, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello again.
Welcome.
How are you guys?
Cobra TV.
We're doing good.
Brilliant. Cobra, I need to bring something up. I think there's a glaring thing that none of us have talked about yet, and I think it's really important that we address your Gecko version. What's going on? What's going on, Cobra?
What's going on? Okay. Yes, I think I need to publicly state my stance on Gek, because people are calling me a speciesist. Okay. I side with the Viking. We all know what happened between the Gek and the Viking. All right. We all know what happened between the Gek and the Korvax. Why would you trust these guys?
Yeah, but empty benches. Rick McPherson said that the Geks are the victim of the Korvax. It makes it seem like it, but he found evidence when he was out in the galaxy that states the Korvax are really the bad guys of the deal.
That's a conspiracy.
Lies!
Conspiracy.
So
there's always somebody out there that's going to protect the bad guy. Always.
Well, that'd be me, because I like that.
They smell so nice.
Those ugly little green lizard mothers.
They can't smell nice if they want to, but they can have a really disgusting aroma as well.
Look at my ex, but we're not getting involved down that road now.
So even though... okay, go ahead, buddy.
No, I was just going to say, I said this last year, and like they're the Ferengi of No Man's Sky, man. And I'm sorry, but in Deep Space Nine, I loved Quark. He was one of my favorite characters. I like the Gek. I do. I like the Gek.
Quark was one of my favorite characters as well. Quark is one of my favorite characters as well. But there's some Gek first spawn sympathizers out there. So just gotta watch out, man. Gotta watch out for them guys.
I've decided that I'm a Gek.
You're a Gek? Hey,
well.
some of my friends are Gek. All right.
She's a spy.
I'm gonna try to make cosplay for a Gek mask. I've been writing it down. I'll see if I feel well enough, I'll get it going on, and I'll make it.
Guys, so if you're gonna do cosplay, you could either send in a picture, or these are gonna be voted on. So a video would probably entice people to vote more. Could be like a 10-second video, but a picture would work as well. So you could put together and take a picture, a photo, and send it to me. These are going to have to be delivered all into Discord, so that way they're not lost in my notifications, because everything gets buried. I've had a couple of people, they hear this, that they wanted to connect with me about the No Man's Sky Con. I've kind of lost contact with them because they were just tweets. And so if you hear this message, please contact me within the DM or join the Discord and get in there and start talking underneath one of the
a question, Cobra.
Yeah.
Ted, I have all the parts. I just have to assemble the lasher plant, and I finally have a person, my new girlfriend, who's willing to film me wearing it. Only problem is I can't get Discord to work on either of my two devices. Is it cool if I still send it to you through Facebook, through our Facebook thing?
Yeah. That's good. Yes.
Yeah, because I've tried, and it upsets me so that I can't get Discord to work. I've tried, and I cursed a lot, and I don't want to get involved with it.
I'm so looking forward to seeing Drunken Taco dressed as a Lasher plant. That is going to be incredible.
With a very serious face. Like, I'm going to look at you with a serious face, and then I'm going to make you play like that party rock anthem, and I'm going to run around and try to lash my neighbors with it. I might get beat up. I'm going to make sure it's filmed if it happens.
That's going to be so funny, dude. Yeah, you got to send me that, man. 100%. Yeah.
So an idea might be, going back, I'm sorry, to the certificates is, Ray Rod does such beautiful mod pictures. You've seen a lot of his, right? Maybe he'd like to donate a couple of his pictures as the backdrop to the certificates.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If you have the ability, to print them out. I mean, that's the one thing is you have to be able to print out that picture, unless your certificates are only going to be online certificates, which is fine as well, but just so then other people can print them out at home. You just got to decide which way you want to go with that. Like, do you want to print them out and mail them, or do you want them to you send them the file, I make it, and then we just send it, you fill it out and then just send it out as a file to them?
That would probably be the best. That way, yeah, it would get to them immediately, and only they would have that link, right?
So I would message Ray Rod, if he's not out there listening, and see if he'd be willing to donate a couple. You'd have to figure out how many certificates you need. You'd only need them for each of the events that you're having. Plus, you said something about not an honorable mention, but you had talked about a shout out to people who do some great stuff out there in the community. Yeah. So whatever you want to name that one, you'd want it that one, and then however many of them you're going to give out, because you'd want so cosplay would be one. So you'd need one. You could have one picture for cosplay, one picture for wasn't there going to be a trailer one picture for fan art, one picture for music, and then you could have first, second, and third. I didn't know how you were doing it, or you could have, if he's willing to, you could have pictures that were donated as first place pictures, second place pictures, and third place pictures. But then that way everybody gets like an image of Ray Rod's. And he, the community really loves him. And so that would be kind of a fun way to do it if he was willing to donate them.
Oh, I'm sure he would be. Yeah. He's also going to be a guest speaker on the No Man's Sky Con as well. He's going to be on the panel.
Awesome.
Well, Ray Rod's coming back again to the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
So I'll just make a flat format for you.
You should put aside a whole 10 minutes this time for stuff that hopefully will be in the game, I think, so that he can talk without breathing.
Yeah, right.
Beat that record from before.
All right, I'm going to throw this on the table. Dude, you kind of sound like Sean Murray if he was talking over Skype.
You must have missed that subcast. You should go back and watch the last couple subcasts, Tim. He came on, and it was so funny because he was talking, and I just really wasn't paying attention. And Adam's sitting there laughing. Adam's laughing out of the blue, and I kept hearing Adam laugh, and I'm like, So finally, I'm like, he goes, "Oh my God, have you guys seen the chat?" I'm like, "What? What's going on in chat?" I look in the chat, and everybody's like, "Sean Murray's on the call. Sean Murray's on the call. It's him. It's him. If it's not, then I can't believe it's not. And this and that." And I'm like, I said, "Who in the call is Sean Murray? Who sounds like Sean Murray?" And then Semtex is like, me.
Hey, if Sean Murray ever gets on the call, he better get on here while I'm here, because I'm very interested in to hear his opinion of me once I get halfway towards the Drunken Taco stage.
I think that's a dream of everyone on the call right now. I think, especially Cobra. I think if Sean Murray came onto the show, I think that would be the show we're all waiting to hear, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Yeah. I found a way to get Cobra out of Ark and back into No Man's Sky, and that's where Semtex is going to come involved. I'm going to send you a tiny short script, and I want you to you just record it. Not too much pressure. I mean, the way you're talking now sounds like Sean Murray, so it's fine.
You better have the word "mind blown" somewhere in that.
So, I finally found a way out back for Revenge of the Survivor to take place back in No Man's Sky, and you're the ticket. You're what I've been waiting for. The idea, I'm just like, I don't want to go full in role play and act. You know, I want it to be quick, eventful a little bit, and you're that ticket, man. So it's going to be a tiny script. It's not going to be very long, and I'll send it to you. I'm going to finish writing it tonight, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that's no problem. I think you've actually got me as a friend on PlayStation, so either send it for me through there, or send it to me through Skype if you feel like it, whichever's easiest for you.
Okay. All right. Great.
Yeah, brilliant. That sounds fun.
Yes, it does. I can't wait. We got Aaron. Aaron's on the call. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Not much, man. Not much. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty all right.
What?
No, nothing.
Hey, this is the drinking's my territory, son. You don't drink unless you drink with the taco.
Taco drink you under the table.
Yeah, well, I don't drink anymore, so yeah, probably.
I don't either.
Yeah.
He said, I don't either. Aaron, what's on the show, dude? Are you laughing because of my Revenge of the Survivor?
No. Wait. What do you mean? There's a Revenge of the Survivor out?
No, but
he be smoking that nip. That's what it is.
I've got somebody on the call that's going to be my ticket out.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah. No, I'm following you now. I thought you meant that there was a Revenge of the Survivor.
No.
That you released, and I'm like, wait, did I miss something?
So who caught the afternoon gameplay?
I caught the beginning of it, but then you didn't post it, because usually I listen to your stuff on the way home, and you didn't post it, so I was like, all right, well, I have no idea what the rest of the conversation was about. But I know you were doing permadeath, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no way I'm going to let that go to public. That was so embarrassing, not because I died twice in permadeath, but because I'm sitting there, I listened back on it. There's no game sound. There's no nothing. There's just me acting like a total idiot. And I'm just like, this is so cringy. Private. It's not ever, and maybe I'll remix it or something like that because, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it out there, best permadeath live play ever on YouTube. I think we should all watch it, and it should be like the best, most watched YouTube video for No Man's Sky ever. I think should be.
Hey, if you're ever curious to hear every curse word in the English dictionary, watch me play permadeath when I stream.
Hey, Tim, did you see in chat that Spellcheck said that he used one of your quotes on his Where Dev submission site?
Oh, really?
I have not. Which quote?
Spellcheck. What did you use?
It says it's in the chat. You go,
so
Winky.
Spellcheck has a game that was picked. Let's see if we could take a look at this.
Interesting.
I need to know.
Oh, you said so many good ones.
Spellcheck, if you want to come on, if you want to come on for a developer interview for your Where game, why don't you come on, Spellcheck?
Interview your inspiration. Me. Hey, Cobra.
Says,
I love you, Spellcheck, by the way. I don't even know what you said yet, but I love you.
Yeah, buddy.
Some swearing was involved.
Hey, so I understand that the games that are being submitted for the ARG are all fan-made, but who designs the websites, the official websites? Is that fan-made also, or is that done by Allison and Smith?
That's Allison Smith.
Okay, so I was watching Serious Gamer X this afternoon, and I think it was a video he did either yesterday or the day before, but I don't think, and it might have been just a bit, like maybe his character on the show, but he didn't understand that those games being submitted to Where were fan made until somebody had mentioned it. Oh. So he was, it was funny. By the end of the show, I was laughing my butt off, but he was diagnosing all these fan-made trailers and trying to link them to what's coming next in No Man's Sky. You know, and
He's
everybody
not the only one that's
telling
done
them-
that.
But yeah, like think about the people who are not a part of the NMS community. It's just the average Joe looking at these. They're going to have the same kind of idea. I mean, they're very
right.
misleading.
And I think the content for those submissions were presented in such a way so that when they came up with these ideas, they would be relevant to what we're currently playing, right? My question is this, is that the websites, when it breaks down kind of like the games that are submitted, there's a lot of defining content on those websites. And I'm just curious if those websites, based on what Allison Smith put together, doesn't really give us a really defined picture of what to expect. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I've seen that speculation around. I don't know, and the reason why I'm not sure about that theory is because we're voting right now, and the end result of that voting is going to be directly affected by our actions. So the main winner, if that theory holds place, we could be, let's go along with that theory. So all of a sudden we get the main winner, right? And then, or the top 5 or whatever. And then we're going to speculate on what our choices were and not something that was handpicked for a clue or hint specifically in the end result from Allison Smith. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, but I'm thinking that the winner of the contest, I mean, that's great, but kind of irrelevant because that information is out there, right? It's already been posted. So maybe this is a way for Allison and Smith to say, hey, heads up, kind of cryptic, but this is what we're looking at, in the ARG, and I don't know, they might be dropping hints through those websites because those websites are already made. Whether we have a designated winner or not, it's still part of the ARG, right?
Oh, wait, are you talking about the websites for the fake trailers?
Yes.
No.
Those were made by the.
I thought you were talking about the website that was holding the game trailers. So all those websites that are linked to the developers, the fake developers for the fake trailers, that was made by the fans.
Okay, so that was fan made too.
Yes.
Okay.
But I thought you were talking about the website that's holding all of those, all of that information. That's Allison Smith.
Now on those websites, you can really dig through those, and there are links to some, I don't know, I guess you could call it really relevant information, right? I mean, it really, when you read those, it really does play into the whole No Man's Sky concept, right?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. There's a definite reason why Allison Smith decided to go along with fan-made games, fan-made trailers, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man.
Here's my guess. I don't know if you heard me before, but I think the reason why they're doing this is because we're going to have more creative freedom inside the next. I think that is going to heavily revolve around multiplayer and being able to play with friends and creating game concepts. Almost like, if you go back, there's something very interesting on, what website was it now that I was looking at? Myriad, I believe. And it asked if there was going to be, man, I'm going to have to look for it because I'm not going to quote it correctly. But it asked a question if we were going to have freedom to change or something like that, the technology of one of these websites. Yeah, it's an ARG website. Yeah. No, Allison Smith website. And it said, no, we will not allow something like that, but we will give you the tools. So the way I walked away from that was, it sounds like they're not necessarily going to give us modding with the PS4. but they could be giving us the ability to change the game, almost like modding. And I think we do that through this device called Where, that is in-game, that we access inside the game, and it links us to steady, secure servers that are multiplayer, and that you can invite people to or whatever, and you can change the environment, you can change the game, you can create this and that, create your own little games. I think that's the theme behind asking people who are not developers to create a game.
So do you think that that's something that is saved on your drive that you can co-op with other players?
I think so.
Do you think that? Yeah. Do you think something that's going to be uploaded to like their servers?
That I don't know. I don't know. And again, this is my crazy thought going out into left field. All right, this is just me trying to figure out what Where is, and I know it's part of the lore. I know it's how we got stuck inside No Man's Sky. But what would they do with it after that? You know, I mean, this makes the most sense to me that it's in a sense modding for the PS4, modding for the Xbox, without having actual modding tools.
Right.
I keep going back to Little Big Planet. I think it's going to be something similar to that.
Has there ever been any link between Where and Neuralink, Elon Musk's project?
No.
There's
That
never
would
been any kind of indication or anything.
The gaming world.
Because didn't Sean Murray tweet something at Elon Musk?
You know, I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and it seems like if that were true, then the tools that would be provided would allow you to create a single planet, or create a small galaxy with a couple of planets for people to play in with you. Because how would that tie into the rest of the universe that is out there for the other players to explore?
Because it goes along with dreams. You know, this is a way into a simulation of a simulation. Because if you remember, in Waking Titan, it said that one of the reports on the PDFs is that they had discovered that Atlas Foundation was already in a simulation. So they essentially were creating a simulation of something that they were already living in, which was a simulation.
Yeah, kind of like reality in quantum physics.
So dreams, the idea of dreams is that you connect into a world that is separate from the world you're in.
Right.
Doesn't that explain the travelers though? I mean, because in essence, the travelers are us, and that's why they're glitchy. When you see them in other locations, it's like they're there but they're not, and you kind of see like a ghosted image of them. And I mean, that could be them who were part of like some of the other loops when those loops failed. Right there, it's like a reminiscence or a trace of what was left behind.
Right. Yeah.
On.
Big shout out to Michael for subscribing, buddy. Thank you. Hashtag that Cobra in the chat. Thank you, Michael.
Can I say something?
But how does that cancel out being able to use Where inside the game?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, buddy.
Well, because the Atlas Foundation was trying to create a simulation, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, they actually found out that they were living in a simulation already.
No, that's true.
So I mean, if we're already in a simulation via Where, the use of Where in the game, then going into yet another simulation, almost like a mirror effect, you know, when you hold the mirrors together, would just be the same as the Atlas Foundation saying, oh, great, we're trying to create a simulation and we just found out we were in one.
Kind of like that. Story
Morty,
within a story.
I told you we were multiple dimensions, infinite dimensions. I told you.
Right.
Tinfoil hat.
There's a couple of things that point to that, though, like the big the tech gates that are on the planets that are redacted and abandoned and things like that. You've got the big tech gates that you can fly through that were mentioned before. There's no, you can walk up to them and you can kind of use them, like you could find portals before all of the updates. They did nothing, but they were still there in the game. So those tech kind of gates, they're going to be utilized at some point. It makes sense that would be to do something that we're not able to do at the moment. Like the next step would be to jump from one galaxy to the next. So you could, and that would enableize multiplayer as well.
Yeah.
Your voice
Oh, yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to be something that you went into a room to use, because we've already got the ability to see 16 or is it 15 orbs wherever you are. So if you could bring people in for other galaxies and they actually had character models, then you would then have sort of a fully fleshed out multiplayer. Kind of the way people are playing it now, being able to utilize hubs, see other characters, see them sort of interact with the buildings and the landscapes, the actual environment. I don't necessarily think we'd have to be in a sort of a separate simulation, because we're already in the simulation playing the game.
I agree, Sean.
No.
Guys, we got spell check on the call. The developer of Prisma Labs. What's going on, spell check? How you doing, bud?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. So, one of the winners of the voted games that we vote on. One of the top 10. How's that feel?
Top 10. I feel like Parzival on Ready Player One. You know.
I've got to know what quote did you possibly use of mine that was family friendly enough that got in the top 10?
I put the link in the Skype chat, but it's the one where you're like, I don't know where I'm at. I gotta go, or something like that.
Oh, that was during one of my part 3s where I blacked out, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, one of those times.
Oh yeah.
He said one of those times.
Oh no, I love it though. It's awesome.
You know.
That's why I picked it. Yeah.
I think one of the most memorable moments from Tim is when we had Snow tried to get to his base, and Tim was completely going full paranoid mode. I mean, Tim, that was almost like out of control. Like he was screaming. It sounded like he was going to cry.
I still, in the back of my mind, I look at that Pikachu hat and I'm like, that is Kylo Bob in disguise, and he's just going to come out of the closet one of these days and be like, yeah, I'm the one that forgot to feed the hamster.
So talk about your project, Spellcheck.
So I kind of do like video editing, motion graphics, like as like my real job in the real world. So I kind of just use the game footage and just kind of, so the whole premise is kind of taking desolate worlds and then terraforming them into, you know, life, planets filled with life and animals and, you know, like that. So I kind of just took 2 pieces of game footage and then kind of did like a transition. So it kind of looks like you're walking into a different world from, you know, like a dead planet into like a lush planet.
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the whole premise of it. And
so how did it feel to get top 10?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't think they were going to pick me because I actually used No Man's Sky footage, but the way I did it, there's no like references to No Man's Sky, so I don't have like any clips of like the multi-tool or anything. It's literally just someone walking through and then like a sentinel comes and like kills me at the end of the clip. It's pretty much how it ends. So. And
your game, you know, I mean, I've read all of them, but explain what the description of your game was to people.
It kind of got a little crazy. So, like the whole premise of my game, it's like it wasn't a game at all. It's more like it's like a real technology in a universe that's like in the planet's dying, and so we're using this technology to travel into the stars. But then it has like all this lore in it where it's talking about, you know, it's dropping like subtle hints of, you know, Emily and like Loop 16, but I don't like say anything, you know, exactly like that. So if you kind of like read it, it kind of gets a little deep and I don't know. It's really nerdy, and no one but us would even like understand what's going on if they read it. You know, like just people that are obsessed like us. So
now, are you Prismal Labs?
Summon Studios.
Wait, okay, so I got the wrong one. Hang on a second. Let's see.
I put it in the Skype chat.
I'm on the top 10 right now, so let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer.
Did you say it was for terraforming planets? So you take like a dead planet and you make it into like this beautiful, amazing Eden forest.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine if that was a feature that you could have at the game on your home planet.
That's the train of thought that I'm going.
That would be incredible.
I can't. I can put faces on everybody in this call, and every time you talk, I just see Sean Murray. Like I can't look away from that. That's all I just see him just talking and just.
I'm gonna have to change my YouTube name to Not Sean Murray, aren't I? I'm gonna have to be not Sean Murray from here forward.
You're still looking like Sean Murray in my mind.
Sean Murray. You're lucky because I'm not that into Sean Murray, so I wouldn't see you as Sean Murray. I mean, I only know him in brief passing. He's not that important to me.
It's almost like
brief passing.
It's almost like that butter. I can't believe it's not butter. You're like, I can't believe it's not Sean Murray.
That just threw a deja vu moment in my mind. Have we ever said that before on this show?
I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. Hey, spell check. Are you using any copyrighted music?
No, it's all creative license music, so it's all
okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play the trailer here real quick with sound.
Oh dear, baby.
For me, I'm just like, treasuring. Never mind, I'm gonna be quiet.
See if you catch the Xbox One reference. I got to hit it in there, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I gotta see it. Oh.
Where's the Tim reference? I didn't see it.
It's on the website. Like it's actually on.
It's on the website. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Very cool. So there you go. I mean, if you guys want to support Spell Check, go on over and vote for his game if you haven't voted already.
Yeah, and it's cool if you don't. I mean, I didn't expect to win or anything. It's just, it's just fun.
If he wins, I will send you a signed empty bottle from tonight.
Yeah, the link is in the description, right?
When does voting end?
The 11th. Pretty sure.
Yeah, the 11th, Friday.
No, it's funny, really. I'm like I was the first person to mention that, and I have no bleeping idea of what's going on about anything else. I mean, heck, I didn't know that Samtex. I didn't even know that he sounded like Sean Murray. I don't even know what Sean Murray even sounded like.
You got to grab the Terraform. Yeah, grab the sub.
Wait, you don't know what Sean Murray sounds like?
Nope. I haven't listened to any of it.
See, me neither. It's okay.
Look, here's the thing. Hear me out. Hear me out. I got the game on my birthday.
You know what's crazy? I don't think he sounds like Sean Murray.
But
yeah, I don't think I do.
I don't think you sound like Sean Murray at all.
I think he does.
No. If you listen to Sean Murray's accent and how he pronounces his words and the pace of what he goes, it's much different than this.
It's been a good while since we've heard Sean Murray legitimately speak.
Well, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, and that Alice Smith quote, it's actually please stop calling in French. That's the
Oh, really?
I think well, I think the most that we hear Sean Murray speak is when we play the game and hear units received.
And did you see your wrong button? I made you a wrong button quote in there too, Cobra.
Oh, did you? I didn't see that.
It's like if you scroll down, it's in the black box, like at the bottom of the quotes area.
Black box.
Wrong button.
Like if you scroll down a little bit.
Oh, look at that! I didn't even notice it because it was. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, dude, that is so awesome.
Was mine there? I didn't see it.
I almost missed that because I just, my brain just automatically thought that just said where or something. That's so cool, dude.
Anyway, back to the TCC. We've gotten way sidetracked.
Oh, you talk about the hub?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hub is kind of on hold right now, I think, because I want to see what's going to happen with next.
I wouldn't say the TCC. I mean, the TCC as in the No Man's Sky Con.
Oh, the Convergence. Okay, yeah.
We got sidetracked.
We did. But I did say that if people wanted to come on the show and talk about something completely different.
That is true. I will say that.
We're going to get J-Spot. I don't think J-Spot's ever been on the call before.
Spot! He's one of the few people that actually tries to watch my streams whenever I'm live for the most part.
I like how you said tries to watch your stream. What's up, J-Spot? How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing great, man. Doing great. It is a pleasure to have you on the show, dude.
J-Spot!
What's up, Taco?
I love
Skype.
I told you it was easy.
What brings you on the show tonight, J-Spot?
Not much.
He's very shy.
Mind to come and say hi to us all.
Hi, Grammy. What's up?
Not much. I'm feeling a little tired, but other than that, I'm much better. I can hear out of both ears now.
Hey, that's always a good thing when you can hear out of both ears.
Well, I had a serious ear infection the last 2 weeks.
I've
been kind of down and out. Haven't been doing much except my streaming.
Okay, so what we got so far is we want to do it like a YouTuber appreciation, and so I think maybe Gold and Silver can kind of help us get together like these certificates, and we're gonna have to upload them somewhere to where only the winner can have the link and they can print it out. I think that would be cool. I think that's what we've decided on, right, Grammy?
Yeah, you could. If they wanted to give you emails, you could just email the file to them, and they'd get it instantaneously.
Gotcha.
So they would just everybody who enters would have to enter an email. Most people, well, not most, but a lot of us have emails that don't have. If they wanted anonymity and didn't want anybody to know who they are, most people have emails for their channels. Those that don't could always quickly make it just an email and drop it. Or if they had a Discord, you could drop it in their Discord as an attached file as well.
Right.
Once they get it, you just delete it, and that'd be the end of it. Or, keep them as examples for next year. I have to say hi, Cuz Walt.
Cuz Walt, big shout out to Cuz Walt.
I have to say hi. Say hi to Cuz Walt because he just started streaming a couple of weeks ago, and so we all need to support him. He's on Twitch.
Yeah.
And he's
yeah, definitely. So fan music, music contests as well. A lot of people have sent me music in the past month, a lot of music, and I would like some of that to be entered into the music contest. So Captain Monday Baker, big shout out to him. He's a music producer, does some amazing work. He did a Wrong Button song last year. That was really cool.
I'm curious if this will qualify, and you will be able to tell me now. I don't produce music, but during one of my Drunkcast streams, and I honestly don't remember it, but I can find it. I apparently was playing Fortnite with some people I don't know, and in the middle of playing, I set my controller down while I'm just standing there in the game, not dead, and pulled out an electric keyboard and started playing techno music on an electric keyboard while playing Fortnite. And apparently I was the last one to survive, and I wasn't even hit. I was just standing there. I forgot we was even playing.
That is funny. Oh, my God. Yeah. Get that clip. Get that clip, or send me the stream, and I'll get it out for you.
Yeah, I'll find it and send it to you and try to get you a timestamp.
Yeah, I'll pull it off there for you, and then I'll send you the file. Maybe you can upload it to YouTube.
Cobra, a long time ago, you put something out. You had a song on the channel somewhere.
Oh my gosh, you're talking about the song that I made for the delay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that. It's on here somewhere.
You need to,
So Cobra,
you need to share it on the day.
Cobra.
Yeah.
A while back, Uncle Remus said one of the ideas that he would really like about a prize is a set of your bloopers. Like you could create a blooper and put it together as a video, and the only people who get that video are the winners of, like some contest.
Oh man.
Maybe a video contest. So that was it. That was Uncle Remus really liked that idea, and I'm sure other people probably would too, because you're pretty dang funny. I mean, I think that would be funny. I'd watch it.
That's an undertaking I don't know anybody could do. I mean, okay, April, I got my report from Restream, said that I streamed for almost 40 hours last month for subcasting. That's a long time.
Well, maybe you don't. I was going to say maybe you have your original videos before you edit them. Maybe that's what he's thinking about, is some of those pieces you've edited out. You could start now. You wouldn't have to do past stuff. You could just do everything from now till right before the contest. Anything you do, just I make a trailer bucket is what I got. And whenever I edit out stuff, I throw it into my trailer bucket. Not that I make a trailer, but that's just what I do. Just throw it in the trailer bucket. And if I want to use pictures or whatever, I pull it out of that trailer bucket.
That's a pretty good idea. You sound organized. I'm not organized. Yeah, you should see the file
I
names.
used to have a job ever so long ago, and it was required that I be organized. So
See,
kind of leaped over that way.
When I need to save a file, whether it be audio, video, or a picture, I'm so pressed for time that I usually, when it requires me to do a file name, I just slam my fingers onto the keyboard and TFG FK15, just whatever it is. I just go, and then I hit save.
I mean, I just have I have.
Damn, folks, I just copy and paste.
Trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3, trailer 4, and then I just throw them into a file that says trailer, and it'll have the after date to it. So I don't have to name them. I just pop them in, and then I create a folder and stick them all into a folder, and then I go back through them over a period of time whenever I sit down. I'm only organized because I have so many things going on, because I have my brain is always going on, and then I have cognitive fog. So if I don't now write things down, I forget things. But a long time ago, I used to go to school and work full time. So, you learn how to kind of prioritize that stuff. So I think that if you were to just from now into, it's only a month, you could just throw pieces in that you don't find funny, but other people might find funny because of the fact that it's funny in a different way. You know what I mean? Bloopers are sometimes funny in a different way, not in the way that they were meant to be.
I find it's easier just to go live, get drunk, and let my mouth loose and just see what happens.
I mean, then you could go through and just pull out pieces too, but he edits his videos. I know you do. I mean, there's a certain amount of editing you do, because you talk about it on Patreon, your Patreon page. So, if you could just call them trash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 100. It don't matter. Stick them in there in the next month, and then just kind of push them together. I think people would enjoy it. Right. Or maybe they wouldn't. I mean, you could take a vote. Everybody in the stream that would enjoy it just say yes, and everybody that wouldn't say no, and then you'd know for sure if that'd be a good prize or not.
Hey, he technically has my first 6 recordings of the Great Reset. Like you could release the in-betweens of that along with that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Called the episode of 100 wrong buttons.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
So far, I got 2 yeses.
There's one blooper you did a long time ago where you sounded like a donkey or something like that. You actually made fun of yourself in the video. It was hilarious. I don't remember what video it was though.
Are we talking about Cobra still?
Yeah. You actually you made a sound, and then you actually repeated that clip over and over and over again because you found it hilarious, and it was absolutely hilarious. I don't remember what video it was. It was really good though. It was one of your, to me personally, it was one of your funniest moments. I wish I knew what video it was, because I would actually go back and see it. But I actually went through your YouTube page the other day, and I was like, holy, you have a lot of videos, man. Like, you have a lot of videos.
I know.
Rocking out over the last like a couple years. It's been crazy.
Yeah, you've been rocking it, man. You're
So-
doing great.
I went over to
They volunteer to go through your videos for you. All the ones you have posted, somebody could go through the videos in the next month and pull out the ones they like the most, or everybody could pull out one or two and have them send it in, and then you put it together.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
instance,
I had I went over
the,
to a developer. His name is Sirsa, and I still have to upload it. It was a great interview. He's making the game called Zerahipt, and he's giving this game away for free. It'll always be for free, and it's a gateway. It's a world viewer, and it's a gateway into his mind. So there's no game to play, but it's a world. It's an open world. There's all kinds of things to do in it, and it's pretty much just I don't know, man. It's the way he describes it is it's a gateway into his brain. You just get to go in there.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. He has the game is great. I mean, it looks great. It's not really a game, and yet you could get bored playing it because there's no real objective. There's just things to do. It's got a weird feeling to it. But
You
anyways,
bring up a point. I didn't mean to interrupt, but you was talking about how it had no point and everything. Besides the free roam aspect, I really doubt this. It was a PlayStation 3 free download game. It was called Linger in the Shadows. It's very short. There's no. It's almost like you're watching a movie that you can rewind, forward wind, press play, and you're just looking for hidden things throughout it. And that's literally all you're doing. And it was considered like a gateway into like the developer's mind that created it. I mean, one second you're looking at a skyscraper, then a sandworm, and then a hound dog with ears so big that it's flying through a city and crashes into a skyscraper. I mean, it was just some wild craziness. I mean, it was a 20-minute game at most, but it was called Linger in the Shadows. And if anybody has the opportunity to play it and see it, I mean, it was really something else. You're going to look at it and be like, what did I just see?
That sounds pretty cool. When I went over to Sirsa, he was streaming live, and I remember because I covered his game I don't know, about 3 years ago. I played it on the channel here, and so he immediately remembered me when I was talking into the live chat, and then I was like, "Hey, Sirsa, I didn't know you were still developing this. This is great. I would like to interview you." And so his fans were like, I guess, immediately started investigating me. They went to my channel, they seen what I was about, and they came back and they were like, this guy has an unhealthy amount of No Man's Sky videos on his channel. And people are like, what do you mean unhealthy? What are you talking about? There's something unhealthy about that. And the guy responded to the other fans. He was like, I mean unhealthy by a video a day for as far as I can see. So that was pretty funny. So I just wanted to bring that up since you mentioned I have a lot of videos. And
Hey, I got warned at work involving No Man's Sky. I was told to start concentrating on other games besides that, because if my YouTube channel got too hot in our community at work, then there's always the chance that they might not like it in the higher ups.
Hey, Cobra, you had mentioned this interview, but I know you also had mentioned that you're having an interview in the future at some point.
Yeah.
With Hello Games?
Somebody from there.
Okay, very cool.
It's not Sean Murray.
No. Right.
So
it's part of the team, I would imagine.
Oh yeah,
that's cool. Very cool.
It's going to be a good interview. I just got my fingers and toes crossed that it's going to happen, and hopefully it doesn't not happen because I talked about it. But
I hope it's all in the show.
I want to sit down with you.
It's somebody you guys know. Trust me, very well.
Dear Hello Games, call in right now and act like you're somebody else and make me all paranoid so I can start doing my normal things without going over the chain. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna eat this bar.
You know what I really wish, and it kind of makes me sad. It really does, but it's not their responsibility. But I kind of wish Hello Games would, sponsor the No Man's Sky Con a little bit. even not money wise.
Have you
but,
tried? Have you tried emailing it?
It'd be
Somebody
nice
there?
even if they just called in and said hello to the Cobra TV show on that day. That would be amazing.
Hashtag say
Hashtag say hello.
Yeah. Hashtag we
Even if
thank
they
you.
put it on the No Man's Sky Facebook, if they went on No Man's Sky Facebook and said, "Hey, No Man's Sky fans, future Xbox players, check out No Man's Sky Con from the players that's been playing since launch. If you really want to know about what the game is, and don't worry about all the craziness that people be throwing out there, check these guys out and see the community you're getting ready to fall headfirst into."
Yeah, they should just make Cobra the like the PR person, like the public outreach for.
He already is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They might as well just give him the title at this point.
If Cobra worked at Hello Games,
they're
every
like, we
single thing about Hello Games
Cobra,
from that point forward would be leaked the millisecond.
Exactly, John. Exactly.
Cobra would come home with like an hour's worth of files under his shoulder, and we'd get.
I think that's why people want me to work there. Yeah.
Friends from that point forward. Speculation galore. Oh, look, I see a little tiny alien in the corner of this frame that was drawn 8 years ago. It's definitely in the game. Cobra confirmed.
I'm telling you. Hey, John, I'm telling you, they've already done all that. They're just like, you know what? Like, you're smarter than this, Sean Murray. They know that. Like Cobra, they ain't gotta pay him. It's too late. They just send him a cassette tape or something free every now and then, and they're like, "Hey, here we go." Cobra's a monster. Cobra's a beast. He's got all these awesome people, and then that weird fella that just gets on there drunk and rambles on while everybody else is trying to talk.
Yeah, Grammy.
Okay, so I used to do fundraising for some of the places I worked for. And how you would do it is we get a poster together, and then you draw up a letter, a nice letter, and you send it to them via email if you have it, and you state, what it is your intent is and what you would like from them. Now they can say, no, we're not going to do that, or they can answer you back and send something or not send something. I know you're getting alt passes, but you could give them in detail what it is you might like.
Are you underestimating?
Like if I was getting, like I used to do a Christmas party for children. So I would call, let's just say Walmart, and say, Walmart has a certain way you do it, but let's just say I'd call the nearest store and say, hey, I need 150 Christmas bows for this party I'm having. And they'd say, well, give us a letter and state that. So you'd give a letter, you state it, and then you send it, and then they send it corporate or whoever's in head, and then they send it back to you with a yes or a no, or sometimes they give you a check or whatever. You don't know what they're going to do until you actually send it out. So I would make a poster of your con and then write them in detail what it is you're doing with it, and see if you get them to send something back.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll try again. Maybe I'll try again. We got to.
The poster kind of confirms that you're doing it. Saying you're doing it is one thing, but having a poster and having, a list of what you're actually doing, and kind of having, even if you have it's not the one you're going to follow, but an arena, a list of events of how it's going to go, kind of lay it out for them. Like it's kind of like a business plan idea. You send it to them and you say, this is what we're doing. Can you, is there anything you can add to it?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely get that together. We got a new caller on the show. We got Edward. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Hi.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, dude.
Yeah, I was the guy who messaged you on Twitter.
Yeah, definitely. I recognize your icon there. So what brings you on today, man?
I just wanted to come on for a while now.
That's cool, man. Well, it's good to have you, dude. It's good to have you. Today we're kind of talking a little bit about I don't know. We talked a little bit about speculation. For next, we talked a little bit about the No Man's Sky Con, some of the plans. My biggest concern is there's two things. Having like some kind of video transition for the events. So the fan art, the music, the contest, the cosplay contest. So like a transition.
I have whatever the word I'm trying to look for is for that. And a suggestion, that's it. How hard is it for one day to, or how much would it cost anyway for one day to have a website that's able to just host links for one day, just one day? If we were able to reserve the IP and all that good stuff beforehand,
we could do that for free.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what if you advertised the IP, if we were able to reserve the IP and all that, and the day of, anybody that's wanting to go to a different part of the No Man's Sky Con, they go to that website, and it shows all the links of the people hosting for that day. If they want to go to me, they click on the Drunken Taco. If they want to go to Cobra TV, Ray Rod, Just Jared, etc., Grammy, I mean, so on and so forth.
Oh, we could possibly do that. But my biggest concern is the voting. That's my biggest concern.
If you set it up like in Survey Monkey, or what's the other one everybody uses, the polls. I always Definite Gain uses a poll. It's really easy. It just drops right into Discord, and then everybody votes on it, and then it shuts down at a certain time.
That's true, but you can cheat on that. Like the cosplay seems to be the easiest way to keep people from cheating, because you could require to send an actual picture of you dressed in the cosplay, holding like a piece of paper with your like name or channel or however you want to describe it on it.
I'm not understanding what you mean by cheating. Are you saying that more people would vote more than there were actually people, like they'd vote more than one time? Or are you saying people would somehow think they have something and they don't have something?
Well, I mean, with the pictures, yeah, it's easy, but any other way, I mean, they could make fake accounts. I mean, I could do 10 accounts in 5 minutes if I really wanted to, you know? Go ahead.
We hosted the voting process for the package 9 to 16 last year on a website that was specifically designed for voting, and somebody found a way to cheat by changing their IP address every time. And
well, I mean, you're always going to have hackers that do that when you're using online. I mean, the only other way you could probably do it is if you put a call-in, like a Skype call-in, where each person had to actually call in under a certain account. But even then, somebody who wants to take the effort and the time to cheat like that is going to take the effort and time to cheat. I mean, there isn't any way to get around people who want to cheat. It's really hard.
The way we solved it last year is we voted with likes on Facebook. That's how we solved it last year. But there's too many things going on with this No Man's Sky Con. Too many events like cosplay, fan trailers, and things like that. So
another idea: what if you could get somebody to keep track? I mean, you'd have to have a person or persons all day able to keep track of this. But say if somebody was making a trailer and they wanted votes on it, they would have to submit the trailer. That trailer would get a specific number code, and we would base those number codes just, you know, from a small number up to a high number, yada yada yada. And once they got the number code, they'd have to take a picture of themselves with a piece of paper showing the number code that was sent to them for their video, and the title of their video wrote on a piece of paper or something. It would be very hard to replicate because everything would be number coded. And once it's sent in, the people that are like specific to watching all of this, it should be generally easier for them to pinpoint it all. I mean, this is granted we have a lot of people, but I mean, we really don't know what's going to happen. But I mean, I figure a picture before, like when we send send the video out at the end of the video, put a picture of yourself, or if it's a picture, send a picture of that, and then send a picture of yourself. The number code goes to you, something along these lines. It need more planning. And then you send that number code back in to prove that you are the person that received that number code.
I think the best way to handle this is everything has to go through Discord.
Well, yeah, that would probably be the best bet.
Right. So that way, somebody can, yeah. I mean, I think that's just the best way. So the Discord link is in the description down below. So if you want to get involved in the cosplay, the fan art, or the fan trailers, or the music contest, go to the Discord, and there should be rooms set up over there, and just post links to whatever it is that you have. I'm
sending mine to you because I can't get on like Discord.
Yeah, you can send it to me.
We kind of need a meeting of people that want to help. Also, that want to, I may be on your Discord, because I know you can do Discord. You don't do it, but on Discord you can actually do phone-in calls, and just everybody that wanted to help, so you could delegate stuff, like people that are able to. Bad idea. Well, the day of, I will be on mobile devices. I will not be at home that day.
Okay. Something
came up that I have to leave home, so I'll be connected to you guys. But I can't do any of the stuff like the. I wouldn't be able to maintain the shooting part of it. That's why I'll do the certificate, and I'll help you plan anything, and anything you need for writing or typing or stuff like that I can do. But I wouldn't be able to host anybody because I wouldn't be at home on my computer.
Grammy, you bring up a good point. Something else, something that we haven't mentioned since I've been on the call tonight, and it might be a good idea to mention it about every 10 minutes or so for every stream here on out, the date and time that all this is going to start, because we haven't talked about the actual date since I've been on the call anyway.
June 16th.
June 16th. See, that wouldn't be a bad idea to mention that every so often within like everybody's streams. Cobra, mine, everybody.
24-hour stream, right? You're going to do a 24-hour stream. Am I correct, Cobra?
It's no. Woo! No, it's not going to be a 24-hour stream. No way. It is going to be all day, though. The No Man's Sky Con is going to be on Cobra TV. If you're streaming with a group of friends and things like that, I will go over and take a look. Say a couple people are partying together or whatever. We'll put you up on the screen here and stuff like that. But if you haven't seen last year's, it's going to be like that, but it's going to be more eventful. It's going to be more con.
So, I had a question about that. You know how when you go to a con, you have like booths?
Yeah, I know.
You have booths.
That's the website thing I talked about.
Yeah, but couldn't the streaming party you were talking about be seen as booths, and you could have people that wanted to sign up that wanted to host a streaming party, and that way you could put those links in, like Tim had said, where people could just show up there and be part of that party if possible, either through the computer, the PC part of it, or by the PlayStation part of it. And then that way they could come and visit a little bit on one side, and like you said, you could just kind of bounce into each of the different streams to say, hey, here's what's going on. The main part of it's on Cobra TV. Here's all the other places.
That's possible. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We got Legacy Zero in the chat. What's up? Legacy Zero is going to be part of the panel here on the channel. So big shout out to Legacy Zero there in the chat.
Hey, Cobra, I'm willing to be part of the panel, but I don't know if you want my opinion when it comes down to it. It all depends on the time of day.
Okay.
I have a question. Are there going to be like events in game, or?
Yes, I want to set up events in game.
To bring up. That's what
I'm actually putting Snow in charge of Snow, and hopefully Martin Boyd in charge of getting events in the game.
Well,
hey Snow, I'll give you $1.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I will give you $1.
For...
Do you really need me to go into detail?
Oh my gosh. Don't do this on the stream.
We'll talk later. Okay.
Snow.
Hey, he asked the question. I was just willing to give him the answer.
Go ahead, Snow.
So, we're a big old list. Now, pardon my handwriting, because it is atrocious. But I wrote a pretty big list of events. So
we only need a couple.
Only a couple? Okay. I guess you decide, or someone, or we have a vote of events.
Are you on Twitter?
I don't use it that much, but I do have Facebook.
All right. Send me a message on Twitter. Oh my gosh, there's a beetle. There's a beetle on my desk. Somebody scan.
Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
Beetle,
not spider. Never mind. Beetles are good.
Just scan it.
Lick it on its back, and it won't make you high, but it'll make you content in life because you just licked the beetle on its back.
Cobra.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I keep drawing you guys back to the con, but you only have a month. That's why I keep trying to pull you back through to see if we get some ideas of how we want to get it set up to get your ball rolling, so you're not like just standing there feeling overwhelmed plus doing videos and stuff. I think that you're going to need a connection to Facebook for some people that do not have Discord, like Tim. So you're going to have to at least have some way for them to either come to your Facebook and say, yeah, I would do that event thing that you were going to do, right? You're going to make an event for them so they can come and say they want to come or they want to help out.
Yes,
the
yes.
private groups on Facebook, will that work with the private groups? Because they're all private.
I don't. We got the Jeremy on the call. Jeremy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing today?
I love
you.
Good. Good. That's good. I just got on and I came on. Missed. I was kind of working this weekend, so I did catch your other shows. But it's good to see you on tonight. I wanted to get on, and I hear. I see a date up here on the screen, and I've been listening to y'all talk, and it sounds pretty good. So I'm really excited what y'all are talking about.
June the 16th, right? Am I correct, folks? June the 16th, right?
All day.
Yes, sir.
I want to bring that up as often as possible anytime we're on the streams. That way people know the date. Because I didn't know the date. I mean, I've been out of the loop the last couple of days or last couple of weeks. June 16th.
At the beginning of every stream.
Around the same time
June
as you
16th.
Nice.
So,
Just want to double check that it's June 16th.
Come to me, baby dear. I love you.
Cobra,
Yeah.
you made the poster for last year's event. I really like that poster. Are you going to make another poster, or do you want other people to help make a poster?
Steve Evans is actually going to do another poster as soon as I can get him the details and timestamps.
All right, because now the question in the chat was, can the other streamers now start promoting it?
Of course.
Yeah. June
I think
16th.
people have been kind of in the low because they were kind of like, felt like it wasn't, even though you kept saying what things were about, it didn't feel like it was set. Like there was really this momentum going. So now people are starting to feel there's a momentum because we're talking about it and we're telling them, yeah, go ahead and start promoting this. And I've been promoting it on my Discord, and my Twitter, and my stream. So I would suggest everybody out there in the chat to start promoting it, saying it's on Cobra TV. It's going to be all day, June 16th, 2018. We're going to have lots of stuff going on and further details to come as soon as the poster's ready.
Hey, am I allowed to say the A word one time?
No.
Okay.
You had to ask. You know.
Okay, June the 16th is the day my a-hole implodes on itself. You want to see it? Join.
Black hole.
Yes, I mean it's this specific number, man. I can't get it out of my mind. Next thing I know, my butthole implodes in on itself. My head goes right up my butt, and next thing you know, I'm gone. Nothing but 2 feet floating in space.
Come on, man.
Reminds me of Pink Floyd, The Wall.
This is
It's
getting
so
away
much
from me.
easier. It's so much easier just to let loose, you know.
So when can we tell people we might have a list of stuff?
Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to reach out to some No Man's Sky YouTubers for a panel. So the way we did it last, the way we did it last year was we had to set up an event to where we interviewed certain members in our community. Then we also interviewed and had a long discussion with some community leaders from Reddit and Facebook. So those things are going to happen again. I just got to reach out and.
Are you also doing with the Animos? Is that what they're called? I'm part of the group.
Yeah.
Hidden
If you know anybody in Amino that wants to come on and for the community leaders portion, I would definitely love to have that. But it's got to be through Skype.
Right. I'll let them know. I will go on there tonight and leave a message and tell. And Hidden Panda really is the person that you need. The Hidden Panda show. They're really the two that are on there. They're who pulled me in. So they're the ones you need to talk to. Because I think Hidden Q. I think Hidden Q created it. I think Hidden was created it. Either Panda or Hidden. One of them created that group there. So you might want to ask them about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll reach out to Panda.
So I just come up with a list of 4 events of in-game events. Is that too much or too little?
I think that's too much. You see, the events. I say let's stick with 2 because we could keep redoing the same 2 so people can have a chance to get involved.
Good point. Okay, so if we're gonna do that, let me think. A marathon might actually be a good one. Basically, it's like an in-game land race that it's on foot.
Ooh, that sounds pretty cool.
Someone else did a similar thing, except it was in survival. Or at least they were planning on it. I'm not entirely sure. Another idea would be the Gold Rush. The one that I mentioned way few streams back. Basically, it's mine everything. Everything you can in your Colossus Exocraft. Because every time you go out of the system...
Done that, caught chlamydia.
What?
Never mind. Ignore me.
That's a rare resource, I think.
Resources
you're allowed.
Kind to me in my younger years.
See, a marathon and Gold Rush. How do those 2 sound?
You could do an on-foot.
That's what she said
race.
too, but I didn't
believe
her.
An on-foot race.
You could do an on-foot race in a hostile planet or a.
It's in creative mode, so there are no hostiles.
Dang, because then you could see who could last the longest.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking on doing that if the game was in normal mode. Because if it was in normal, we could do the marathon, but on hostile planet to see who can make it and who can't.
You could do a Gravitino grab. You could see who could grab the most Gravitino balls before dying to Sentinels.
That's
yeah.
not a bad idea.
We have to find a plan with Gravitino
Not
orbs.
a bad one.
What if every event outside of the you're gonna get killed by Sentinels event, I think every event should be creative, just because that will give everybody the opportunity to join. Like when it comes to like what you said with the Gravitino balls and things like that, yeah, give the portal coordinates. But there's going to be a whole lot of people that's not going to be able to join those things, including myself. Which
right. Yeah.
Myself. But nonetheless, there's going to be a lot of people that can't join those, and that'll make a smaller community. So a lot of the bigger events should be creative, and some of the smaller, crazier events should be others. Unless, what about this? Permadeath, no HUD, permadeath, no HUD. There you go.
That's enough right there. I have a hard time in survival.
You could go on you could do a long jump competition, like you go on top of a tall mountain, and then there's like a launch point, and then see who can exosuit, jump the farthest. Something like that.
That's one I've also mentioned.
The only problem with
scream loudly like I'm having a good time and then hit the bottom and then start screaming curse words and wondering why I'm dying.
The only problem with Sentinels is that as soon as you kill all of the different species, then they never come back.
Yep.
You could
Also, the game
do
isn't synchronized, too. They wouldn't
You
show
could
up
do
at
it-
the same time.
Yeah, you could do a time trial where you're shooting two people or start at the same time and try to shoot as many Sentinels
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
and try to build within a time limit.
So, isn't it? I mean, given
the Sentinel pileup.
That's a little hard to accomplish. That's the only reason I say a lot of the random events should be creative. I see a lot of races naturally. Would it be? Well, no, that won't be possible. I was going to say like.
I think
warping into a system where you get afraid. That would be a nice one, but we can't really do that. We can't predict when that will happen.
Yeah, I think a lot of these, events should be taking place in creative. So I think our minds need to reset towards what we can do in creative. I think races, like Taco said, would probably be one of the best things.
I think races would be a lot of fun, yeah.
What about
Okay.
scanning
Hey,
all the animals?
I got one for creative. That seems nobody's thought about this before. Everybody's thought of a time trial. What if we could get some people in creative mode at the same place at the same time, generally, or even if they're not in place, just get to a base, prove that they're live, which we can do that, generally easy, and do a time trial of seeing what they can build in, say, 2 minutes.
Ooh, that's really good. And then we could judge the bases.
Yeah, within a 2 minute time period. It's got to be small though. Just what can you do? You've been playing Fortnite all this time. Put those skills to use.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Really quick. So a couple people in the chat want to know, will the con be seen also on Twitch? All the places that you normally stream, will they all be able to go to those places and see it too?
Yeah, it'll be there too.
You're going to have Twitch, you're going to have YouTube, you're going to have Discord, you're going to have Facebook, you're going to have some weird website that only like 5 people know about, and they can apparently stream on it, and we're going to be like, what's going on here? They're streaming No Man's Sky. Well,
so here's an idea from the chat. It was pirate races. Start from a space station and raid as much from the freighters as you can.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
I've never seen that. That's from Henry Nagel.
That's not a bad idea. All you'd have to do is create a place on the space station that everybody could be equal at whenever they started. And I think I know. I mean, you can look at the outside of a space station and kind of see where the cockpit is, but we can't see inside the cockpit, correct? So get to the top of the cockpit and everybody align the bottom of their inside of their ship to the cockpit, and then count down 3, 2, 1 and turn around and blow up the freighter and see what happens. Of course, everybody would have a different freighter, but I think every freighter has the same amount of things you can destroy, just in different spots.
So I have another idea.
Yeah.
I actually just thought of this one. I call it zoology search. Basically, what you do is you find you find a planet and find as many undiscovered and unuploaded fauna and flora discoveries as you can, and then you upload as many as you can.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone
Being the
to say
first
that.
one to do it.
That's a good idea too. That is a really good idea.
Can do it.
That's
Anyone
good,
can
but
do it at any time.
That's good, but that's a little hard because some planets might have 6 fauna. Some planets might have 12. And if you get everybody on the same planet at once, there's always going to be that one little a-hole that decides to go off before everybody starts and start discovering and uploading fauna.
Well, it doesn't have to be at a certain time.
Yeah, what if you reveal the planet later? Like you wait for the event to start before you reveal which planet it is.
Well,
I think.
yeah, that would be. Hey, yeah, before they enter the portal, enter the portal coordinates and add their ability to enter the portal coordinates as part of the time.
Okay, so I think we got to make this pretty simple. I mean, we can't make it too difficult. So I think races and another thing that Taco mentioned was building a base. I think 2 minutes is too short. I think it maybe should be like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you have to be streaming. And then what I'll do is I'll put everybody's stream on the screen, and we'll watch everybody building at that moment. And then we'll figure out a way to get people to vote.
There's some people who just can't stream.
Cobra. Oh. I was going to say, Cobra, King Snake and I did something that's kind of fun. It's not really something you could make into a contest, but it would be a fun thing. You can do at least 16 people. Is hide and seek, no HUD. You can choose whichever mode you want to be in. It's up to you. But I did it in creative, and he did it in permadeath.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was fun. We had fun. You marked out a big area, and we used a like a trailer or something or a factory as the base. And you could hide anywhere within a certain area of that, and base was safe. So,
oh man, it brings back so many memories.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea. Think about it as get 12 players or 16 players in creative mode. All 16 have to meet at the portal. And then you just say you can only go within 2 minutes of the portal. That's easy to determine. All they got to do is turn around and look at the portal and see if they're within 2 minutes. You find a hiding place and wait. And one person is considered a tag. The person that is the tag player is the streamer, the main streamer. Everybody else is side streamers. They'd have to post that. They're hiding. And if you can find them, all, I don't know, with giving something like that within 2 minutes away from the portal, you'd have to give like 2 hours, give or take. But nonetheless, that kills 2 hours of time, and somebody's going to watch it.
Right. Okay. So
I love
think
the
we're
fact
ready
that we can play hide and seek.
Okay, wait, I got one more thing to ask. I'm sorry. Walt wants to know, can streamers go on a creative basis tour in the TCC on June 16th as an event? Meetup is an event too.
That's a good idea as well. Yeah.
Are you writing these down?
That's not a bad idea.
Taco bar. Everybody, when the event is over, go to the taco bar that I haven't posted the coordinates of yet. Everybody's going to meet up. We're going to have a nice little drink in the middle of a deadly planet and have a good old time.
You know, Cobra, you could set up in your Discord a couple of different types of events and have everybody vote on the events they wanted.
Yeah.
I really don't know how to use Discord. I really don't.
Well, Nancy doesn't know how to use it. Or you could put it on your Facebook, or you could put it on your Twitter. I mean, you could just put up Twitter and then put up how many of the different events, and then have everybody tell you which of they can pick one event or two events, and then take the ones you get the most of.
Right. I got to sit down and learn how to use Discord. I need to. So I'll get onto that. So the takeaway from this, guys, if you want to be involved in any of the contests, the fan art, the music, the fan trailers, the cosplay, anything like that, go to Discord. If you have a fan trailer, if you have music, if you have fan art, post it in the Discord under the right room. So that way I can collect everything over there. I need to be able to collect everything. I got a question here for Aaron. Aaron, the song that you're making, is it going to be a contestant?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got gas. I don't mean to. That's not me.
All right, who's oh my goodness.
Man, I tell you, this is exactly what happens when I eat bad Mexican food.
Is your song going to be a contestant?
Sure. Yeah, why not, man?
All right, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Very awesome.
I have to say, I haven't talked to you since, but thank you for putting it like with Emily. It fits pretty perfectly.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it does. It's kind of cool. But yes, absolutely. I'm almost done with it. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Virtually Grand says photography competition at Cobra TV.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a part of the fan art. Yeah. Well, we could actually make that a separate one. I got to be careful because I'm not sure how many Atlas passes I'm getting sent. So we'll find out.
I'm wondering.
Dear God, if I get a second Atlas pass, I'm going to pee on the wall to my left.
So to that effect, I was kind of thinking about the Atlas passes that are actually still not sent. I actually put a poll on the Facebook page, just kind of generally asking how many people have not gotten their V4 pass. And there's at least 100, if not more. I'm thinking to myself, okay, there's not that many of us who play. I mean, we have a good amount of people who currently play No Man's Sky. I know that there was a holdup before in sending out the V4 passes, but I can't imagine that they would let that many V4 passes just not be sent.
No, there's 10,000 people. 10,000 people. If there's around 100 that aren't out there, I can't help but think that that's 100 people that are probably listening to Cobra TV or other channels and don't have the means or just too lazy to get on and say, "Hey, look, I got Atlas Pass." Because I was one of those people before the game came out. It took me forever to figure out all this stuff when I first started. So, I mean, I'm not going to give them any doubt because there's always that chance that, I mean, it's only 100 out of 10,000. And given the way all this is played out, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's a big mystery. I mean, there's a lot of loose ends. There's a lot of loose ends with the rest of the 16 packages. Not that there's 16 left, but the packages out of 16, not all of those have been delivered.
I mean, I know we've got a long way to go in the ARG. I mean, heck, we've only just started May, so we've got some distance to go. So
I think we got so much after next. I think hold a lot of this until after next, until the Xbox release, until the whatever it's called, Penny Wii game or whatever the heck it's called.
10 cent. 10 cent
yeah,
games.
10 cent Wii game. They're going to release all of this after. They're playing their cards and they're playing them like very closely. They know the people that are here listening to this channel now, outside of the very few people that are joining from Xbox. They know it's the same people that's been here from the start. They know there's something going to happen that we don't know about. It's going to be a trailer. It's going to be God knows what's going to happen. Something's going to happen, and that's how they're going to pull everybody in, and then they're going to start the ARG, and then we are the foundation for that ARG. We are next. We're next.
Tim, the ARG doesn't need to be started because it's already been started.
Oh, yes, but to the new players. New players.
It seems like it's coming down.
Do not make me rub my phone on my chest, and I'll do it.
But it's already going for the new players.
It is, but it's not going for the new players. It's going for the new people that have been interested in it from the beginning. Something's going to happen. I can't help but think. I don't know what. I don't expect Sean Murray to get up and throw out something crazy, but I expect either a trailer. There's going to be a trailer. There's a trailer for every update that's ever come out, but it's all been tied to us, the players involved. They're not going to tie this to us this time. They're tying this to two totally different audiences. And they are more than aware that we do not have those full audiences. They're going to tie these trailers out there, and they're going to connect us to it some way through. All they got to do is say, "Join the community." That's all they got to say is join the community in their trailer.
I know. Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
I can't Cobra.
Yes.
You don't suppose that with all this coming into play with wear and whatnot, that the glyphs and the cassettes and the passes, you don't think that's just going to kind of drop off, do you?
Did you not just hear me? Sorry, go ahead.
I've speculated that might be the case before in the past. I don't know if it will be though.
Hey guys.
Yes.
It's getting late. And
it is.
I'm getting tired.
Right.
So
and
I'm going to sign out and see you guys tomorrow, I guess.
All right, buddy. You take care, man. Stay safe, bud. Hey, send me all those ideas on Twitter.
Bye, Snow.
I actually don't know how to DM on Twitter. I only know how to do it on Facebook.
All right, do it on Facebook then.
I call you Snowman, but nonetheless, you've become Kylo Bob to me, even though I know you're not. But nonetheless, Kylo Bob, have a good night, my friend.
Good night.
Bye, Snow.
Hamster.
Bye, Snow Obsidian.
Bye.
Signing out.
Bye. Okay, guys, we're going to end the stream. So listen, go over to Discord, get involved, and the link is down below. If you have, this is the only way you're going to win these Atlas passes, and I want to give them out to you guys. And so go on over there, post your trailers. Everything's got to be uploaded to the internet. I don't want to be downloading any links because there's some flat earthers out there that I didn't, get along with too well, and they still mess with me to this day. A little bit, not much, but they were.
End of this call, Cobra. When you're done, I got something to say about something that you're gonna kind of understand. I wanted to wait till the end of the call for this.
Okay, buddy. All right. So, go on over to Discord, get involved. I'll take care of everything else as far as the planning and events and everything like that. But I could use a little bit of help with if anybody knows how to throw together like video transitions, like something that you would see at the E3 for the awards, or the PSX or some kind of award where it shows just like a 15-second transition for fan art or cosplay or music or fan trailers and things like that, and YouTuber appreciation, things like that. So if anybody knows how to do anything like that, that'd be amazing. Even if it's generic.
History with video editing and stuff.
Yeah, I can help out with that if no one else wants to do it. Yeah.
All right, guys.
I might need somebody's help with the music in my video with the lasher plant, but still.
All right, guys. That sounds amazing. If you have anything, contact me on Twitter, Edward, especially. You said you were interested in helping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you do that, guys, make sure you give me any links that you want me to put in the description of the No Man's Sky Con.
Cobra, with the videos, the fan trailers, can we just put those onto YouTube? Or do we have to upload them somewhere specific?
No, that's the best place to put it is on YouTube, and then make sure I get it, and make sure that your trailer is actually, make sure I actually put it in the playlist that's on the front of my YouTube channel.
That you tell Sean what to do.
So, Cobra?
Yes.
Really quick. So, tell the chat that all you streamers out there can go ahead and start advertising the con. Tim, the date. Go ahead, Tim. You're supposed to tell us the date.
June the 16th, the No Man's Sky Con. Continue, my dear Grammy.
Okay, so everybody can start talking about that. Also, I will make a sample of a certificate. If anybody knows where the No Man's Sky font is or has a sample of it, if they want to send it to me on my Discord or in my Twitter, or even I have a Facebook, you can send it to Cobra and he can send it to me. If not, I'll make one. I can make it from the stuff that I see. And I'll send you a sample of a certificate, and then you can decide what you like or don't like. I'll send you a couple of different ones with some, like the Carpet and Curtains Award, and then you can decide which one you want that to be. I'm not saying you have to stick with that. I'm just going to give you some examples so that I'll have something to work off of. And then I just told everybody, too, is if you have some ideas, go to Discord and just drop an idea. It doesn't mean it's going to get used, but it's always nice to know that you're interested in what's going on.
That's right.
If they have questions, where would they go? Should they tweet you? Should they go to Discord? Where would be
Cobra
a place
TV is the first go. Cobra TV is the first go. Just say Cobra TV. That's all you need.
Twitter's the best place to find me. I'm always on Twitter. I used to use Facebook a lot more, but I find myself being on Twitter more than anything.
Twitter's really easy. I'm on Twitter a lot, too, more than I am Facebook. Facebook, I'm only on now that I've learned how to connect it through my PlayStation, and it's connected through my YouTube. And that's the only time I'm on Facebook a lot.
Right.
Or if I have to track down Tim or somebody, because they're the only people, or people who are only on that.
Right.
Wait,
Discord is my favorite place.
You can connect Twitter through.
Okay. So I'm going to go. Good night, all.
Good night, Grammy. Have a good one. 3D in the chat's asking for my Twitter. It's XXX Cobra. XXX Cobra on Twitter.
I'll try to be on the next one and tell you. Otherwise, I'll just send you like an email or something or Twitter and tell you what I got going on.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Have a great evening, guys. Goodbye.
All right. You too. You too. Okay, guys, we're going to end the stream, but I want to let Taco go ahead and talk. He said he wanted to say something at the end of the stream. What is it, buddy?
No, this is quick. To everybody and anybody that is an Xbox player that has heard all the craziness of No Man's Sky and who has been pulled into this black hole that we, or myself, I like to call the black hole of Cobra TV. And it will pull you in, and it will pull you in ways that you have no idea. And you ain't even played the game yet. The game is there. Ignore the negative opinions of other employees. If they look at you and say, we don't care about No Man's Sky, well, you look right back at them and say, I want No Man's Sky for Xbox One. And if they don't look it up, if they refuse to look it up, just say, hey, it's there. It's there. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. And they will do it. It's there. Ignore the world. And I say this because I'm not supposed to talk about No Man's Sky no more. I've talked about it so much that they're like legitimately telling me, don't talk about it unless it comes up to people talking about outer space.
Are you serious?
Do I have to answer that question?
Well, I asked it.
It's got rough. It's got enough that we're top 10 in the nation, and so I don't know why they're complaining. But nonetheless, No Man's Sky, it's there. If they want to complain to you or tell you anything in the world, you can reserve your copy of No Man's Sky right now through GameStop. I don't know about other places, but if you are an Xbox player and you want a copy of No Man's Sky for Xbox for $49.99, cheaper than what we paid for it. So technically, we paid for the updates, or we paid for the Atlas passes, however you want to put it, it's there. You can pre-order it. You can pay on it. It's street dated for July. It's there. It's in the system. Pay no attention to none of these god-awful people. And make them look really bad on your surveys. And just say the Taco loves you.
All right. You heard it from Tim, guys. You heard it from Tim. Okay, we're gonna shut the stream down, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I might just upload a couple videos tomorrow instead of going live. But either way, I will be on YouTube. And if you want to reach out and talk to me on Twitter, I'll be on Twitter. If you want to reach out and talk to me on Discord, I will be spending time on Discord. I'm going to keep it online on my phone. So
Give me a time frame before you get off here, just for everybody and myself, because I got a lot to do tomorrow too. Time frame.
Time frame for what?
For tomorrow.
Oh, I have no idea. No idea. I got to take somebody to a doctor's appointment, and so I have no idea when I'm going to be home. So it's going to be random.
Ready? Good luck with everything you do tomorrow, okay, bro? Hope all goes well.
Okay, thanks, buddy. All right, guys, thank you so much for calling into the show tonight. This has been quite an interesting show.
Yes.
But thank you so much, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow in some way, shape, or form, whether it be edited or live. I will see you guys tomorrow. But again, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Okay, bro.
Apologize for not streaming. Subscribe to everybody.
That's right. We are a constellation. Everybody in the chat, reach out and subscribe to everyone that's in the chat. A lot of us do stream, so we are a constellation. Let's connect those dots and make that shape, guys.
Constellation.
Yep, that's right, buddy. Okay, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming out. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night.
Good night. Look, I'm almost drunk.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. I love you. I love you. Where's my vodka at?